Goodbye. I shall see you soon. That's quite sad, actually. Hi guys, and welcome back, and welcome to another video where today you join me in my BMW M2. It's so nice to be back in it once again. A lot of you have been asking, where the hell is the M2? Well, it hasn't gone anywhere. It's been in my car park, but it's sort of just faded into the distance a little bit with the arrival of the Lamborghini. I'm not complaining. And also just a very busy couple of weeks with Geneva, etc. So today it's going to be very nice just to be back in it. I really love this car and I just haven't spent enough time in it. I really haven't. Since we did the modifications and just the subtle little details which we've done to it, that was the last time pretty much that I drove it. And at the end of that video I was like, you know what, I'm going to spend some more time in the M2, and I just have been too busy to do so. So I'm very excited just to jump in it and just enjoy it once again. As I mentioned in the last sort of videos with the M2, it's getting a new exhaust. And in today's video, what is happening is I am dropping it off at Quicksilver Exhaust because they are the people that are developing the system for this car, because they've never developed one before on a BMW, I think, in general. It's going to be leaving me because it's going to be their development car for the exhaust system. It's a little bit different them taking the car off me to develop it, etc. Louder, louder, louder. Whoa! Oh yeah! So I've just given the car a bit of a clean, and how good does that look? What is so crazy here is that the all blacked out M2 goes alongside my new all blacked out Lamborghini Huracan. So this is my daily and the Huracan is my supercar, and I just think it looks seriously cool. It's such a wicked little car. It's a little pocket rocket, that's what I call it. I love the arches on the M2s. I think they look really good. And personally, this is my personal opinion here, I think it's the best looking M car. I'll put it out there. I'll put it out there. In not too long, hopefully, the exhaust will be on and then it will be popping and banging and everything else. I think that's what it really does need. So it is so nice to be back in the BMW M2. I love this car. One thing that is missing with it is exhaust noise. It doesn't really have much noise to it. I mean, it's not bad. When you put the car, well, you have to sort of press the traction control button once and then the sort of pops and the bangs come. It's there, but you know, well, I know because I've done quite a few exhausts on the A45 and the R8, etc., how good we can make this sound. And a couple of weeks ago, it must have been 3-4 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer, I visited Quicksilver and I specified the requirements, what I want to get the pops and the bangs and everything else out of this car. But not only that, what I want in an exhaust system is to be able to turn it off, because okay, it's all good fun when we're getting our foot down and we can hear the noise, etc. But when you want to cruise on a motorway and you don't want it, you just don't want a droning noise. So what I think is going to happen is when it's all fitted, I'll have a little button and then I can press it and then it's on and then it's off. And the pops, they're there, but they can be louder. I mean, it still sounds pretty good. Downshift, there you go. You can hear them. So they're there, but they could definitely be louder, that is for sure. I think this exhaust is going to be a game changer. It could be so much louder. Well, I've just arrived at Quicksilver Exhaust and time to drop off the M2. It's a shame that I'm leaving it for a little bit, and you're probably wondering, how long is he going to be leaving this car for? However long they need it for, really. That's basically it. So I guess what's going to happen is the car will be here for now, and I'll leave it here for now, and then when I get a phone call saying the car's ready, I'll come and pick it up and it'll sound totally different. In the meantime, what I'm going to be driving, they have kindly lent me their Abarth, their yellow one, which has an exhaust on it. So this is a seriously cool bit of kit with an exhaust on it, etc. I'm excited to use that. So this is going to be the daily for the next week or maybe 2 weeks. It's pretty cool. Look at that. It does look mega. I genuinely think that this is going to be a lot of fun to drive. I think that's a pocket rocket, but I think this is going to be seriously fun to drive. It's convertible as well, so that roof comes off. And if we look from behind, it's got a very sort of funky livery to it. You let me loose in this, Ollie?
Yeah, it's all yours, mate.
There we go, the swap.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a fair trade.
Are you excited to get your hands on the M2?
I might be excited.
Yeah. Is it gonna? I wonder how it's gonna sound.
gonna sound mega.
When I pick it up, having those exhaust tips on the back and everything else.
Matte carbon.
Matte carbon.
Logo.
Oh, it's gonna look sick. Obviously, I do need to get that diffuser. I do need to get onto it because the diffuser on the back with the tips, and then you get this. You can get this sort of lip which goes along there. It's gonna be cool. So we're going for a Valvetronic system, right? It's gonna be Valvetronic. Are we going for the button in the car?
We're going for the button because I remember when we last spoke, you said what you don't want is to disable the traction control every time you want to open the valves up, which is what happens on the OE system.
Yeah.
So we're going to be providing a button, and you can just turn it on and off whenever you fancy it.
So cool! I literally cannot wait for that because of the traction. I'll probably be in a hedge if I kept on going. Hey, listen to my car! Boof. They've got a Porsche GT3 here. Their demo car here at Quicksilver, and I want you guys to hear this because this is going to sound, well, I know it sounds good. It'll be a cold start, right?
Cold start, so I'll let it get a bit.
Left-hand drive.
Left-hand drive, it was the right spec, so we got it in left-hand drive. It's come from Europe, it's got the carbon ceramic and everything. It does a lot of miles and it goes over the continent as well, so left-hand drive works for
Perfect. Go on then. Fire her up. That sounds good. Goodbye. I shall see you soon. That's quite sad, actually. So, the M2 is now going to be based here for a while, and that will be my daily driver to get from A to B. I've got my backpack on, I've got all my stuff out of the car. I'm actually really excited to jump in that and drive that. And it's got an exhaust in it, so that's even better. But what we're going to do, Ollie here, is going to take me out in the Porsche GT3, because obviously it sounds very good on idle, but what I want to do is I want to be a passenger. I want to hear it revving, because they sound mega. A little bit different getting in the right hand side, but that's cool. I've got full faith in Oliver's abilities. Oh, it's a very nice place to be in here, isn't it? The classic Porsche with your Alcantara and everything else, all very nice. Here we go. That sounds incredible.
Good, huh?
So good. Whoa! I can see what people mean with these cars. They scream, don't they? Very iconic sound, isn't it?
Do you want to drive it back?
Can I?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Oh, okay. Sick, okay. How does it suit me?
You look good.
Mate, this is cool. It's a nice place to be, isn't it?
Very nice place to be.
Alright, let's go. They do run low, don't they? They run quite low, these cars.
Really low.
Oh. There you go. Well, thanks for that brief drive.
That's alright.
And now we'll collect the Fiat.
Hope it's not an anti-climax.
It is time to leave the M2, the Porsche, and fire up my daily for a while. Does sound quite good. That has a titanium system on it. Oh look, a bit of Alcantara up there. These are bath seats as well. Perfect, mate. That's the perfect little run around for me.
Perfect London car as well.
Mate, I'll be going around everywhere in this. How do I look in here, driving near Bath? This car, I see how people rave about these now. I've never properly driven one before, and they're just so much fun. I'm quite upright, I haven't really properly sorted the seat position out, but the paddle shift and the way it makes such a nice noise. You might be thinking, why is he getting so excited about that? And I think it's just the fact of driving something different again, and the fact that I'm going to be bombing around in this for a little bit, which is going to be cool. Is the ride comfortable? No, it's not comfortable at all, but I think that's all part of the enjoyment. So I'm nearly back in London. I've just quickly pulled over, but one thing I want to show you is quite cool on this car. So if we look at it here, and then we go to turn the car off, just here, look at the screen. That's cool. I'm now back, and the Bath, well, it's not parked up. I will park it up. I just seem to be ending my videos in this spot. But what a day. It's amazing just to get back behind the wheel of the M2. M2. It's such a good little car. Shame I'm not going to see it for a little while, but it's exciting at the same time because the exhaust is going to be designed and they're going to be developing it, and when I collect it, whenever that is, it's going to be sounding epic. It really is. I think it's going to be a totally different sound to what it is at the moment. I just cannot wait. In the meantime, I'm going to be bombing around in this every day because I won't be bombing around in the Lamborghini every single day because of, well, obvious reasons. This is good on fuel actually as well. It's a lot of fun. I tell you what, I've got a bit of a bad back. They're not that comfortable if I'm going to be totally honest. But it is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all very soon.